Landscapes. Let's take a look at different shades of gray. If you want to create depth in a drawing or painting, make things far back, smaller, and lighter. At the end of this road is my focal point. The road is leading up to that point, and everything is getting smaller the further away from the foreground it is. So this is a very simple landscape, just with trees, some land, and a road. But I'm going to make many trees, and I'm going to make layers of trees. The trees in the front will be bigger, and the trees in the middle ground will be medium, and then many smaller trees in the back. And by doing this, I'm creating an illusion of space. The more different shades of gray I include in my drawing will have more depth, and it will feel like I can jump inside my drawing and run around the trees. And it's pretty cool to be able to actually create something with the feeling of being three-dimensional, something you can run around just with your hand and a pencil and an eraser and a sharpener. So keep on practicing your shading techniques. Push down hard, medium hard, very lightly, and see what you can create. It's always good to know where the light source is coming from as well, so that you have consistency in your drawing. So for example, in my composition, the light is kind of coming from my upper right hand corner in the back, in the distance, hitting the trees on the other side. So therefore these trees are going to be darker on the back side facing me, and maybe the right side of the tree trunk will be slightly lighter than the tree trunk's left side, and that will create a round effect, making the trees feel more three-dimensional. Right now I'm focusing on adding details, and I'm actually deciding if I should add leaves to my trees. I think I will. I kind of want to create this mysterious landscape with light far in the distance, and then have this area up in the front darker. Pay attention what different types of lines you're using in your drawing, how hard you're pushing down, how light you're pushing down. And if something gets too dark, you can always erase with an eraser. And sometimes I call that drawing with an eraser. So if my tree trunk here is getting a little too dark, and I want it to be lighter on the right hand side of the tree trunk, I could just erase that. Also, pay attention to all the different areas, layers in your composition. The tree closest to the viewer, the trees in the middle, and then the trees, the tiny ones, in the back. And this is the focal point, and that's the area where my eyes will be drawn into that point in the way distance. Notice that my leaves, they are there, but I didn't draw each individual leaf. They're kind of actually scribble lines, and I have drawn them over on top of each other many times to make some areas darker and some areas lighter, and just irregular blobs of shapes. And especially when you take a step back from your drawing and look at it, it feels like, or it looks like, I drew every single individual leaf, but I really didn't. When you look close up, you just see darker blobs. Well, I feel pretty good about my drawing, and I feel I can jump inside of it. Now it's your turn to create yours, and I can't wait for you to post it in Google Classroom so I can see it. Now remember, be nice to yourself, growth mindset, don't give up, and try it many times. Save all your different sketches. Here at the very end, I added myself with my future dog walking on this little path towards the beautiful, bright future.